Hello and welcome. Right, I have already set the mower on 87 and 88, and the course has done quite well. So we're really doing sort of quite well on that. Yeah, you can see it just there. And the engine has started on all of our tractors. We're going to go grab the pig food, and we're going to grab the bison, and we're going to get the harvest done. So because we've got such a lot to do, I am going to go into a time lapse, which is not a shock to anybody because it's my usual thing. If you want to get a lot of work done in a session, you've got to compress it. So there's no other way. This either lasts lots of sessions, and we do it bit by bit. Ooh, okay. Right, that doesn't surprise me. I'm quite sure there's bits on it that, oh no, that really doesn't surprise me actually. Yes, thinking about it, let's put that down and let's use that as a well, I think it goes over the top of it. No, that's one. Yeah, smash it. And we also need to grab that. Oh, and that. So Wally has really left this a bit of an assault course. I will do that what he is. Yes, that would be me. It would. That down. Should be right there. Let's drop that down. Let's move that out. Yeah, I'm just going to keep swapping the implements on this field. I'm hoping that once we've shifted these slightly out of the way, that it actually can manage this quite nicely. Yeah, I must admit, it does offer quite. I can see in a lot of ways why people do shy away from Polish maps. There's like no headland. It's sort of alien to FS22 and FS19, really. Yeah, in so much as it's much more hard. Yeah, I mean, I can't even. But is that not? I say I've just pressed that. Why is it not doing it? Yeah, it does offer challenges of a level much more difficult than like other maps, really. There's a tree there. Oh no, it's not, it's the limbs. Ah, it's the magic tree, of course it is. Massive fan of these. Paid. Although, I suppose there's quite a few that are right. Let's just. Oh, there's two magic trees right next to each other. Right, if we do that, we should just about get away with it. Yeah, it does. And I've got to acknowledge that fact, really, when I think about it, as I really know why. But I am up for the challenge because I personally like. There's a lot of character to this, even though it does genuinely give difficulties to other map styles that really don't give that difficulty. Basically, this should be the best. Well, yeah. I mean, but also the other thing is, it is quite surprising how much extra we do get from the fact that we've done this. Quite a bit of double headlands. No, there's not a lot, but there was still. No, it's the tractor. It's that. Well, this is what I was saying about when it changes gear. There's a massive lull. It's all pull, but it's really not. It's a nasty gearbox, really. Right, let's go and grab the. Not all the way there. Yeah. Right, let's get this lot stacked on here. Now, really, we could have done with another tractor on this. So it means I've got to be creative on the way that I actually stack it now. Right, I am going to go into a time lapse that it is true. So I'm going to say my words and we're going to get that field harvested, we're going to get the grass done. There's going to be a bit of juggling from one to the other job. I'm going to try to use the vent to do all of those jobs though, really. And obviously when it's grabbing the grass, well, we can do it. But because of it being as small as it is now, really, this is what I was saying. Although, yeah, it's true. Stacking is better with the big backhander, but we've got this now, so I suppose we could actually try this. You've got to get this spot on the normal pallet build type thing, because it's, yeah, it's sort of like, that is weird. So even the AGM pack, unless it's on one of those little masses, it's still too high to actually, yeah, it does present a challenge. That's me at the lowest. And am I actually hitting the block? No, not really. No, it is a bit of a. Yeah, if you do strap support like this, it doesn't work. Yeah, it is the one thing that I've always found a little bit odd. Really, that the strap support doesn't work like this. Also, the weight is bad because it's so far forward. The wobbling, and this is the proper AGM, actual AGM, and there's a lot of wobbling on it. Not really noticed. I think because when I first had this, I was totally in love with it, and I still am, still got it. But you do, when you sort of like start to get analytical, you like to start to think, it's not like you weren't seeing. It's that when you're in love with something, and I don't mean I'm in love with it, but what I mean is you see things with rose-coloured glasses, as an old saying, and it is, I think that is quite true. I didn't want to see any fault with it because it was like the answer to everything is what I was sort of hinting at, but it was, yeah, look at the wobble on that. Really, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's wobble on other things, but this is the ADM pack itself. This is made for this particular thing. I would expect that if it was an adapter on its own, I've never noticed anything like that with a big bag. I must actually look with a big bag though and actually see, am I being fair? I'm not pulling out with this either. I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm just trying to be actually fair with it, because I did notice in editing on the last session that it did not thrash around an awful lot really with the strap support. So I was like, yeah, some of this is like you can't. Some of it is down to the AGM. So I mean, we'll use it in this. That was nice. But yeah, because it's so far forward as well, the weight is heavy. I can see it with the tractor itself. And again, that's not. I mean, that's just weight. It's as if with the AGM, then everything to do with mass and weight. Yeah, you can see the skipping the tractor's doing, and that really is because it's heavy, basically. Yeah, I must admit though, I don't use it enough in this configuration when I use it as a, again, that's my fault. I'm an all or nothing type of person, the way you tend to like do everything and it's your best friend, and it's a bit of an obsessive compulsive personality in some ways, and I recognise that about myself. Usually about, not people though, it's usually about things like this. Spin in a block. Yeah, and then like that, it's not on far enough. And then it really does become a problem with weight. And again, that's really not. Yeah, I mean, you can see it slipping actually. So let's hope I can actually put enough lift to manage to get that on. Yeah. Now that is the AGM. When it just those like funny skips. Yeah, so I think because I've used on. My favourite true pallet fork is that double that I had on Zilonka. That is rather amazing and not perfect. It has got its problems, but it's problems that you sort of learn to work with those problems. And the AGM's similar, but it does some weird things, which I'm always on about immersion a lot, and it is true. Immersion involves it trying to be realistic, and when you see like wobbling and shaking, I mean, I've enough of my like accidents where I upturn the tractor and things like that. Totally breaks immersion, and I recognise that, which is why I'm trying not to do things like that. Which also means your equipment, if you've got known equipment, you've got to be a little bit ruthless if you're aiming for that, really, because it's, if you're aiming for immersion, you can't say I'm aiming for immersion and then you're not aiming for immersion. Same as I said about the straps with this. So, yeah, I just should have stuck to the side I was at, really. Yeah, that's I think we're going to have to double stack like we did last time. Yeah, that shaking there, that's my point. And it just does like a little skip. That's down to the AGM pack. Really, the way that the AGM works with these, yeah, I think I'll be moaning it up. Probably out a little. Right, let's swap the thing and let's go into that time lapse that we did some promise. Yeah. Gonna see you guys and gals on the other side. be honest, it might have a small capacity, but it's one of the most agile harvesters that I think I've ever had. So it's a bit, I think it's the Bison, I don't think it's this trailer. I've had this on Stone Valley and I never had any issues with it. I think it was the bigger one, but it was still the Pepe pack. Seems to be like all of those kind of trailers, or those, whether it is harvester or trailer, it always seems to be at the very edge of the thing that it actually unloads. Going to do the straw next session, but I'm not sure what to do, as in like, yeah, whether to do a complete turnaround quickly in August as canola. I think I'd like to do vegetables again. They really did not let us down that first year. They were amazing. They set us off on this path that we've gone on. Now, I thought about 12 tons, not far off. Yeah, it's a little bit in starting. Let's have a look how much we got back in. I think it's easy to do it like this. Let's do it the other way. I would say that's it. Yeah, so beautiful texture in the stalks are, and yeah, I mean the straw's straw, but yeah, the stalks on this is amazing. And this has got to be it's completely different from the, let's change view now, completely different from what I'm used to. I was thinking, the reason I've done the grass, I said I was not going to do this particular session, because I thought, the other thing is, I'm thinking, right, it's a toss-up between, the thing is, what I'm liking is we've already got the equipment to do what I'm thinking of doing, and that we could do seeds. The seeds is a cracking one. But, yeah. So, my life, that's what you could buy them for off the map. So really buying the actual... Oh, actually, no. I don't think there is a proper sell point that actually is buying them. So what would be the price? It's 1,000 in January, yeah. Which is right, it's about $2,000. But what is bread worth? If it's worth investing in the infrastructure, I would willingly do bread. Yeah, it is. It's nearly double. But you've also got to recognise the fact that it's double, but you lose. It's about the same then, really, because you actually lose 50% of your... No, not 50%, not with oats. Oats is a bit special, really. Right, let's run this back to the shop and do it properly for once. And then that really is the end of the session. So the pigs are doing well. Yeah, I think the fills on the pigs, I think in the end, or nearly, not quite. But yeah. Everybody's happy. We've got 104. I would like. I was going to buy some more pigs, and I thought it's more important now. I think that you do feel, and I do think that I'm speaking a little bit of sense in so much. Yeah, we'll have a quick look because it's all work. And I think it's equally as much of a thing to have your plans afoot for the expansion of the farm and all that type of stuff that make it interesting. I think it's all just, oh, here we go, harvesting of the field. You know what I mean? It's just much of a muchness, really. So, and I haven't forgotten about those. They are in my mind. I just need to have the... Right, so let's literally select that. And, oh yeah, I was very nicely pleased with that. I would definitely have that again. You've got to have... Yeah, I mean, it's a nightmare of storage. That's the one thing I'm going to say. Yeah, now the other thing was... I do think it was the original farmyard, but yeah, there's... Is it this? No, I think it... let's have a look. Let's have a look on the map. Yeah, you've got... I think it was dead opposite the pigsty door. Yeah, there's one of them. That's got a road, 55, leading to... Which... Yeah. It's not bad, but you get to that from the back. It's the next one though. Yeah, there is. I think there is a gate. Yeah, and it's open. This is the proper farm. I'm quite sure. And the gates are open. I like this very much. Obviously, I know we can't purchase it. It's now become somebody else's property. But if you bought the field, you could sneak through. You could. So I'm thinking this is probably perfect. Really? Yeah, 56, because we can sneak through. I mean, dead opposite the pigs. This would make the first perfect. Once you own that one, to go to 57 and 59... Now, I know it's bad. We've already discussed this, but it's more a matter of, yeah, I mean, to get 59, we can't get into it very well. There's no real... We've got right away, shall we say wink wink, because the gates are open, and PBolek, not PBolek, PBolek has obviously, yeah, thought about this. I like that when little tiny details like that are thought of. It is a gorgeous map, it really is. So we're going to get this up and try to think, what is it better to do? Straw? No, we've got enough silage. On this, it's better that we do straw to slurry. So we're going to grab this up, remind myself of what is in the sales. It was the speed tiller. It was, yeah, and we have not got 550 horsepowers, and nor do we want, really. It's a case as well. So I'm trying to stick to, yeah, doing things properly. So I am leaning towards nasty, nasty field 56, which is actually... Is that it? It's only 28,000. We're going to do it. We are. So there you go. And we've still got 10,654. I'm not going mad. Obviously, it's got my favourite. We can feast on beetroot for ages now. You know, I'm joking. It is my favourite vegetable. That is true. But when is it harvested? Oh, okay. Is it ready now then? We can have a look. If it is, then obviously we can't fertilise it. If it's not, then... Oh, it is as well. We're lucky that the farmer didn't actually harvest that. So it looks very much like to me, like, our work for August is not completed. Obviously, it's going to probably be a shocking... now, yeah, we did try the bulwark, and when that's fixed, I am really looking forward to using it. It is quite amazing. But I think we are going to be using the vegetable technology again that we used last time. So it's going to be quite a long session because it is quite hard work with it. Or do we go a bit bigger? I think it's the cost to what we're going to gain back. Really? Is that the trip? No, it's a single. That to me represents the single best value. Yeah, to hire the big beast, the double gets 3 rows, even though technically I think it's only supposed to get 2. It actually does. I don't see the point to this one. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is between this, which is more, and this. I mean, what I mean is that I can see there's a difference. I just don't get what it is. Apart from the, yeah, yeah, I can see what it is, if you know what I mean. There's a difference in the loading and unloading section, but I don't know why I'm paying nearly double the amount for that. There could be a good reason. Yeah, in real life, it could well be. Why is that so reasonable? I'm sorry I've gone quiet. Hello? Is that... Oh, no, the tractor goes there. Yeah, I see that. It goes up there. Then it goes... Yeah, obviously, if you could... I do wish the design of these were different, where you could actually sort of attach your trailer. That would really then be completely different. Has that been added? I can't remember there being 2 of those. Like that. So the tractor attaches there to the 3-point in the middle, facing the single row there. And no, there's no. Is there a toucher there? I don't think so. No, no. That's yeah. It's what turns it. It's the PTO and the electrical connections. It's a shame because really, in real life, you could actually attach something to the back straight off, which would be perfect. So yeah, obviously for a cost wise, that would be the better. But the double, in my personal opinion, is worth the leasing. Even though obviously it was quite a big lease. That's why I'd love to use something like the board. But we saw what happened last time. Did go wrong. There are a few things, but I think most of them are the proper. Yeah, I don't think there's many. I think it's, oh. Yeah, that's yeah, loading. Yeah, there's none of the. Obviously, the bull we've already seen. Hopefully, Pepe will actually. Yeah, I mean, it sort of worked and then stopped, and that's what I found on. Well, actually, I never got it to work on the first map that I tried it with. These work, but unfortunately, yeah, Mark needs to fix it because the new crop types it destroys, and so does it potatoes. Yeah, it does not get, it's not got the ratio right, and I'm not willing to sacrifice, even though his technology is fantastic, it is terrible as well in so much it's not quite right at present. That we proved on Hills of Tuscany, definitely. So it looks like, let's have a look at the actual biggies, but I think these are well, yeah, there's the multi-fruit ones, should say somewhere one of these, there we go. Oh no, that is the exact one I'm on about by Mark Thor. It's a shame because it really does do it all, and it's fantastic, but it destroys at the minute. Yeah, so that one's out, which is a shame because I'd love to do that. Now there's also, I believe, I think it is under potato technology. It's got to be. Vegetable is just the big DeWolf. Potatoes. Here we are. There is the multi-fruit. Is it on its own section? Ah, yeah, but it's not multi-fruit. I'm sure there was another one besides the Mark Thor that was. Yeah, I'm sure there was. Colossus, that's right. Of course, we're talking a lot of cash, even to lease. That's 18. Okay. Let's see how. I think it was about 9. You're never going to get 18 grands, and then you've got to do the header. That's my point. I think this was 7 or something like that. 148. It's yeah. That we might make back. We will make back. We know that. But the other we won't. So I think we're going to be leasing that again. It's the only thing that makes any viable. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to buy, but I can't keep going out of the game, come back in the game. Now I'm just trying to compare fields because ours was a long field last year. 33. Let's have a look. You can compare, can't you? You can actually just look at it. It was a 0.93. Now it's a much better field versus. Oh, so we're going to get half. So it's still going to be worth doing, but yeah, we're not going to like make a fortune. And of course, the yield's going to be terrible in comparison. So it's about half the size of that field. Well, we knew it wasn't going to be. Yeah, it's cheap, isn't it? So what is in that one? 57. Let's have a look. Sunflowers. So we need a header. 55 is. Sorghum, I think. Let's go and have a quick look, because if it is sorghum, I'm tempted. We could lease the harvester again, because that would do for pig food, the base pig food, really. Oh, and we wouldn't know. I wouldn't do that really in real life. It is a bit naughty. Yeah, if it is sorghum, excuse me. I am. Oh no, it's potatoes. We have got the thing for potatoes. We have. Actually, we have. That is true. We've got the. Yeah, we have got potato technology. We have got the horn topper. The only bad thing is, with actually doing that, is when I thought about it afterwards, I got excited. But if you look, the potato technology that I would either buy or lease by Pepe is actually doesn't need it. So it was a little bit. I suppose though, if we've got the horn topper, really we would buy the cheaper one. This harvest extracts finger and automatic offloads them to form the potatoes into windrows that can be collected by the SE8555. Please remember, yeah. So basically, I don't know the difference. I can't work out because these basically they're both the same width, and one's just cheaper. Left swath dropping, right swath dropping. So you got a choice. On this one, I'm not particularly bothered really about left or right. So for €600 cheaper, we could buy that one, and we've got the home topper already. Whereas we would spend the built-in one that's got a home topper. Obviously, we've about broken even. Really, is all I'm going to say. So yeah, it's such a shame about the ball. I can't wait till that's fixed. It really can't. That's going to be a real answer to a prayer, you could say. Yeah, because it is fantastic. And obviously you can see it's got little levers and stuff like that. But obviously, in reality, when you look at it, it's nothing to do. The actual machine itself is not quite right, which is such a shame because it really is a fantastic idea. I mean, I wish Mark Thor would fix that as well, because I would willingly have that on almost any Let's Play. Yeah, I would lease that. It's so fantastic. But yeah, right. So, do we buy that? Do we need? No, because if we're going to buy that little, we could, and they would also potatoes. Oh, it's very reasonable. We will. Fantastic. So then they are. Can we actually? Yeah. Now those we could actually fertilize. Obviously not lime, well, not the way that I play it, but yes, we could. And we can sneak through the gates straight through there, which is amazing. So we've got straw to lift. Oh, we did get more grass, but I haven't looked properly into it to I wanted to do this on camera. But I know I got more because of, yeah, well, not only for the fact that we've obviously got a bigger field, but also in 78. Nah, it's been churning for a few minutes. I don't think it was much more, actually. It's got to be a little bit more, because I got more off the other field, really. So was it 62? Yeah, but then I did the other one, 62. It's not much different. No, to me, that seems the same. So we've got 53,098. We could still buy some more pigs. But we do need to save some to buy the potato harvester that we just... And also, if we're going to do that, you then need to pick it up off the ground. Now, I'm sure... Yeah, it's, again, I don't mind having a little bit of a chat. Actually, I do mind that we're wasting time, though, of August. Not that we've wasted much of it, but trying to think about this... yeah, the animals, the cows, again, I do think I'm still correct in so much as in time I would like to buy 59 that we did discuss already. That is a good field. 57 is still awful, but they're very reasonable. So it's sort of, they're not bad. You can actually, I think you could probably make 56 and 57 into one field. 59 though, obviously we could actually, as I said, cut that section there off and actually make it into the farmyard and put sheds in there that really would service us very well. Do still think I'm speaking truth as well, that we chop that end off. That's where the harvester got stuck in the uneven ground as well. We could then make that into a more, sort of a different shape field, but it would be more serviceable to us, I think. Even though we're going to lose a little bit. And if I remember rightly... Oh, no, that's the worst end. The most profitable bit is there. Yeah, I mean, look, our things are going up nicely. I did notice this. 77 and 80 on the grass fields. Yeah, I've also not quite Yeah, I've not actually scanned the fields. I said that when I the last session. So losing that bit of silty bit is not really going to hurt us a lot. It's the worst part of the field, really. So we could afford to do that. We will. How much does that cost us? Is it only? It's about the same price as leasing the. Yeah, but we're going to do. Yeah, I think we'll wait. There's nothing to be gained. Oh, there isn't a way. Yeah, we probably, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it because I'm going to need to. No point in doing that if we're, yeah, if we're trying to fertilise, we may as well not fertilise if we're going to like buy that later. So, yeah, so cows, let's have a quick look at, I'm not going to put it in here. Let's just save the game in case I do something stupid in my feverish state. Yeah, let's have a look. Going small, 80 max, but yeah, you can see there's loads of room. Yeah, I wish we could move those, but I think with most things we can easily get through that one there. Could also, oh no, the game might let me lower that, but really I think we could sneak through that one. I think you could get a harvester through that looking at that. So yeah, it's not the end of the world if we can't actually do that. And I know it's a little bit cheeky, but I've got to be a bit cheeky. I'm not going to go all the way around. That's the only reason I'm tempted to buy it, is so that it's sort of an extension of the farmyard. So we could say this is my best friend, and they're quite happy with us actually going through their this fenced area here. So yeah, that is right. Animals. Let's just have a bit of a. So it would be cows. You don't want any larger than 80. Ooh. Ooh, my life. Yeah, now that's a little bit larger than I was anticipated. Really? Yeah. So let's see if we can find something. This it doesn't matter if it is exactly 80 either. Alien Jim usually makes really. You see, yeah. I mean that's 8 bay cowshed. Yeah. Let's have a look. Is there any more 80s? I mean, if it was 100 and that was, yeah, 30, 20, 45, 30. See, it's not very large. 200. Oh, I've never had that. Well, that's very reasonable. By Vergamini and Grangero. They've done something else that I like. Oh, isn't that the... I think that's what we've actually got as our pig one. Thinking about it. That's very reasonable. Same price as the pig place. I think it is. I will have a look before I go. In fact, we could do it now. Thinking about it. It is. I thought it was. Fantastic. Well, I don't know why my voice always has to go up like an octave. And that makes me sound like someone strangling me. Yes, that's 20. We've looked. Yeah, I'm tempted with that one. I mean, it would take up that entire section. So, well, no, we did say actually about this field becoming. I mean, the other thing. No, I don't want to destroy. We could literally do it there, though. It would actually fit quite nicely. Literally, it would only just take that top end of the field, or do we do? Thinking about it, if we're doing sheds at the other side, could we squeeze in? It's going to get you. What about those little fields there? That might work. We'd have to see if we can do something about the rock, and the tree can be chopped down. Sort of, yeah, actually that would work. You don't even need to do that. We could do it there. Looking at it. Yeah, I think so, because we do own that bit of the land. If we owned that field there, which is 10,000, we could actually do that. So, yeah, I would be happy with that. Let me just remind myself. I think it was more cows than we were looking for, but no, we can't really, can we? Let's have a look. Let's carry on looking. 80 is what we're looking for, really. But if not, it's an option, because it is not a terribly expensive enclosure. Neither's that, and that's more about the right size. It's a camelos one. Now we've had the big ones of cameloses. I could live with 60 cows instead of 80. Apologies. I do love jumpy farmers ones, but these are the biggies. It's starting to get expensive. And not that it is, but it is from our perspective. Yeah, I always want to sort of say that, because it's not that they're expensive. You could pay $1 million for one, really, and that's nothing terrible. 5, 230. Yeah, my second favourite, actually. 80. Oh, that's... What's the other one we saw? $60. No, there was another one as well that we saw. 58. That one. 50. No. I thought it was Camelot. Oh no, that was it. We said we could take a hit on the of 80, so 58. Now that's again expense. That's too expensive for us. Not really, but it just for us. Yeah, so we have got that by Bernie. 80,000 for 80. Little bit dear, but it gives us extra 20 head of cattle, and we could go for this, which is a firm favourite of mine, which again is 150, but again it's 150, although it's not massive, but it does take up a lot of room, whereas that doesn't take up a lot of room because it's internal, I believe. Oh no, it has got a pasture as well. It's yeah, not massive, but then I think, if I'm being honest, if we're going to do that, I would prefer the one that was just that one, where it's actually got the inside stalls. I know it's bigger than I anticipated, but it's both reasonable. Yeah, sometimes your enclosure is just as important, really, as in like your folly. But let's carry on. We've not really finished yet. There might be others. 12 my life. We got food farmer. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the pastures, even though that's fantastic. And this is the one where it's massive and you can't actually see. I don't get it. It's a bit beyond me, that one. Ah, now that, yeah. Oh, won't let me rotate other than certain ones. Well, we could live with that, I think. But yeah, that is a. No, this is. I love this one. Yeah, obviously it's a biggie, but yeah. 45. We could do 2 of those. We could stick those 2 down and go for 90. It's not too much out of the sort of realms of a possibility. It's still only 72,000. Could do what I've done with the sheep quite a few times. 45. Again, that's another one. Oh no, this isn't actually. It's a pasture. Yeah, so there's about 3 options, and the one I prefer, got to say, I do like that. I just wish I could actually twist it properly. Would that fit over there? No, yeah, I've got it. It won't twist properly. Yeah, it's another one. Yeah, that only goes certain ways, which is a real shame when you get a problem like that. So yeah, we have options, and I'm tempted still. No, I think we could settle for the self-made Kasha by Didek, and I don't think they're going to actually take up too much room. You could stick one there, or we could stick really 2 in that little field there, like one like that and the other one like that. So they're facing each other. That's a possibility, and I like that, and it's not too far off the amount that I actually said. Oh, hang on, why have we not got any straw here? Oh, did it switch off at a certain point? Oh, it's got to have done. Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, we've lost some straw in the middle of the field somehow. And this was the bit actually that the worker did. That's so annoying. It is as well, but then it got switched on later on, so I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, as we keep saying, these are natural disasters. Natural disasters that happen to me a little bit too frequently, and most virtual farmers too. But that is where we're going to leave it. Right, let's put time back up to 1. So we're going to get this straw off next time. We're going to stick that in to make slurry. We're going to equally, yeah, because there's no wood chips coming in, we're going to buy some wood chips from the... We're going to get exactly the same amount of wood chips as we do straw, and we're going to make slurry from that so that we can sell, use the that one there, which is only working for as a production. We can't drop anything off at it, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, we can do it and then sell from that and all the rest of it. Cut this off, as I say. I'm unsure. We've also got the harvest to do on that field over there. Have I leased anything yet? I think we ought to, as a message to me next session, because I know what I'm like. So we need... Yeah, we need to do the vegetable technology, so let's do that now. And I do say we've definitely got a winner. That will be the double DeWolf, the 148,000 one. We are going to lease that. Yes. And I think we'll actually lease the fluffy mods again. I can't find a better way to actually do that. And at least we've not got an awful long way to go. We can bring it straight to the silo. I mean, I suppose actually, how long is the field? I think it's could lease or buy one of the. Yeah, it's nowhere near as long as that other field, and there's nowhere near going to be as big either. That's the one thing I'm also going to say. So we could. We don't necessarily need the fluffy mods one, although but it's more costly to lease. So we could lease the AGI, but I think we'll do that the next session. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.